Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen, if you're looking at this car going, you know what? That is a really, really nice looking car. I wonder if it's as nice as they say it is. I'm telling you, I'm on the same page as you. It is a great looking car, and I would rather spend more time underneath this car right now than on top of it, because the reason it drives so well and one of the reasons it looks so well is because the underneath of the car is as nice as the top. We're gonna get a little shot of that. You've seen the undercarriage pictures of it. It looks spectacular, but that's the reason why some cars drive better than others. Some cars look decent underneath, but they've got, you know, their 50-year-old floor pans and things like that, and that's not the case here. This is a fully restored car, and it is gorgeous. The color combination is fabulous. It's just elegant, man. And on top of it, as you look around, it's got some great features inside that can help you with the drivability and all kinds of good stuff like that. So, for instance, like, come up and check out this paint. This is stupid how nice this paint is. This is definitely not circa 1965 style paint. This is hand rubbed, wet sanded, color buffed, color sanded, wet buffed. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. I got all twisted up because the paint was so nice that we forget to talk about it and spend some time on it, because everybody can paint a car. Believe it or not, even you can paint a car if you've never even painted a car. It's the prep that goes into it that makes for a great paint job. It's no different than painting a wall at your house. If you went ahead and patched a big hole and didn't spend the time to smooth it out, make it right, put another coat on, sand it again, then paint, you've seen the result of that, where you brushed the job at home, right? And you can still see that lump that's on there when you paint over top of it, thinking the paint's gonna hide it. The same as with a car. If it's a lumpy car and they don't spend the time prepping the body of it, right, you're gonna get a lumpy car. This is not that kind of car, all right? Anyway, so the white stripe on the side to go along with the pony interior. This is a fabulous car, man. White boot matches this. Check out, as you're walking by the car, you're going, wow, that's really a great looking car. Is it really that nice? Yes, it's really, really that nice. You keep walking around and checking some of this stuff out. All the pieces are new. The gas cap, the muffler, the exhaust, taillight trim, bumpers, on and on and on. Every single piece. Essentially, this is a new Mustang Convertible, and it could take you 2 years to build something like this, and significantly more than you'd have to pay us for it, because somebody drove it for a little bit and they enjoyed it some, but they took really good care of it, and now you can benefit from it and be driving it this weekend if you wanted to. You know, normally we don't spend a lot of time on the ground looking at the underneath of the car because you don't really care, but I'm making you look at this because you need to care, and this is why this is a wonderful car. So check this out for a second. Look how beautiful the underneath of this car is. The effort and time that's gone into that. Yeah. Eh? All right, come on, we'll check the rest of the car out. All right, so for me, like, believe it or not, a restoration, the trunk is an important part of the restoration. And you say, well, why? I'm not going to spend any time there. What does the trunk really matter? Well, you're absolutely right. You might not spend a lot of time inside the trunk, unless, of course, you don't behave, right? Then you could spend some time in the trunk, but maybe not this trunk because it'd be a little small, huh? Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. The trunk, people don't spend the time restoring it, right? So, for instance, like a spare tire, right? Most of our cars never come with a spare tire because we don't get them with them, and they're expensive to piece all that stuff together. The tartan mats that match here, this and this, right? And the well done in white so that when the top is up or down, it still looks good in the convertible area when it looks back there. And it's all splatter coated properly in the back. New weather strippings and gaskets, like GM puts their weather strippings here, Ford puts a weather stripping here. Don't know which one's better or not, but it's just a nicely restored piece, and you need to see that. All right. You know why I spend a little time under here? Because maybe you'll never take this to a car show. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll, that's not important to you that it's detailed underneath the hood here. But the point is, if you were driving by a car show, you could drive this car in, because this is how great it looks. You could pull in, get in a parking space, open the trunk and open the hood and see the detail in here. From the battery topper, all right, to the restored radiator, power steering, which is really, really a nice feature to have, right? Washer bag is in place. Dress it up in the engine compartment here. It looks really, really good. The original tags are here for the build. The VIN number to the car is still here like it's supposed to be, and there, right? Okay. Look at this. This is very, very nicely done and original. And you want these kinds of things. When you're thinking about a car like this, you should be thinking two things. One, pleasure. Two, is it investment grade? Well, I didn't even think about investment grade. I was just buying it because I really wanted to have some fun in it. Well, where else in the world, maybe there's a couple out there, but where else in the world can you drive your investment? Nowhere. So you have a home, your home's going up in value. These cars here have typically continued to go up in value. You say, well, Tone, how could you possibly know that this is going to go up in value? You're right, I can't know that, but if this car was $2,900 back in 1965 or 6 or 7 when these cars were very popular, it's no longer $2,900, so clearly it's done this. And now that you can drive it and it's restored, it's even better. All right, come step into the pony interior, huh? The pony interior. Well, what's a pony interior? I've heard many times the word pony interior, and I don't know what that is. Well, what a pony interior is this right here. Two-tone seating. It's the upgraded version of interior, which you might have called the deluxe interior in a General Motors car. So here we have the dash is all restored, the white steering wheel. We put this console in because this car did not have a console, and it's kind of a nice change. It gets cup holders, a place for change, your cell phone, and some storage inside here as well. If you don't love it, happy to take it out. It comes right on out, and we could put a short one here and you don't have anything there, or we could get the factory one, whatever. I just thought it looked great. Added a nice touch there. This has original looking stereo system, but it's an upgraded digital version of it. So it has some things that you can add to it, like Bluetooth and what have you, all right? Restored dash, as you can see, and these cars come with full gauges, which is really nice. Check that out. Fuel, of course, but oil, amps, temp, right? And that's all right there as well. And of course, the classic steering wheel. I gotta tell you what, man, if you bought a car like this, if it was me, I would probably buy one of these and put it in my office. I'd mount it on the wall because that right there is a piece of art and design. Anyone who sees this will know right away what it is. It's a classic muscle car steering wheel. All right, so we're at the end of the video, closing it up, and you're saying to yourself, you know what, you're right, that is a great looking car. What has to happen for me to get this in my life? You know what has to happen? You need to call us, 301-816-1000. We'll find a way to get this beautifully restored Mustang Convertible in your life. Just a beautifully restored car, and sounds great too. Starts right up. Look at that.